Hey guys, welcome to the Druid Circle. Today I'm going to be ranking the RPGs I played and then talking about them a bit. We will be ranking them from worst to best. Now, when I mean worst, none of them are none of them are bad. They're all good. Just some are definitely better than others. So first, let's start off with sorry, my handwriting's a bit sloppy. No, that's the wrong. Sorry. So, it's let me see if I can use it. So it's a bit hard to read. Sorry about that, but it's a 2d6 system. It's a d6 system. You can sometimes add more than 2d6. But there are 4 steps. This is an amazing RPG for beginners. It's just, if you're more experienced, it can be a little bit empty. Like, you don't really have a lot of character creation options, so first you choose a character style for character creation. Alien, android, dangerous, heroic, hotshot, interpreted, and savvy. These are just personalities. If you want to be an alien savvy, you can. Then there's role: doctor, envoy, engineer, explorer, pilot, scientist, soldier. So I'm a bit sick, so sorry about. And then choose a number from 2 to 5. The numbers, if both numbers are like you pick one number and that number is both your lasers and feelings stat. Lasers is more like intellect, and feelings is feelings, charisma and more social stats. From 2 to 5, a low number means high number means you're better at lasers. Low number means you're better at feelings. You give your character a name. And then, you get some d6, and you, 1d6 is the base. Then you can add a d6 if you're, prepared, or if for certain circumstances, or another d6 if you're an expert. And then, if I understand correctly, other people can help you out. No dice succeed, you fail. 1 dice succeeds, you barely manage. If 2 dice succeed, you do it well. And if 3 dice succeed, you get a little. Your GM has to tell you something. And if you roll your number exactly, you get special insight of what's going on. And then for story creation, it's mostly you roll some d6s, and I think you can also pick your own thing, but those are the basic stuff. I like its concept. If it just had a bit more options with how to play, it would be a lot higher. And not really much room for homebrew. Number 3 is I've only played 4, and I would like to play more, and I will definitely play more in my lifetime. It's just right now I've only played these 4. I never really had much of an interest in playing Pathfinder, although I will play it anyways because it's considered the other RPG. And then I saw this one about the Aliens movie and Xenomorphs, which looked pretty cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. 3 is no, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. Okay, so Root the RPG. I actually played this one yesterday. I wasn't able to play it for very long because me and my all are sick. But broke my pencil. It is a 2d6 system. It offers a lot more character customization. And, maybe it would even be higher if I was able to play it more. And I really like its art style, which I don't want to pull my iPad back out. But I drew some stuff from the game. So, these were, here, let me pull this here. And this is acting up there. These were some character concepts I had in mind. This was, I'm not going to go too much into character creation because that's like a whole thing I don't really have time to cover. But here are some character ideas I had in mind. I ended up picking this one, but after I'm done with him, which will be after the adventure that's currently happening, I'm going to play him. He's like a protector of nature. He's more of like a kind of assassin type, although I don't really have him killing unless it's necessary. And then these are some of the other people who are in the party, a wolf and a fox. Oh, just for the record, this is a Irish wolfhound, this is an alligator, and this is a sloth. And then I also, sorry, that's a little keychain thing I have that keeps getting in the way. That's an empty page. Alright, that's fine, I'll put the badger character in there. These are some lizard guys that I ran into, and then here's the list again. It's really fun. I like it, art style. I think its system's cool. It has an amazing concept. It seems to be a bit, when I mean political themed, I mean fake politics. I also like its item system and its starting gear system. It could be better, but, not bad. Overall, really good game. Its, combat system is also pretty good. Now, next up, this might come as a surprise, but that may come as a surprise, seeing as I themed my whole channel around D&D for the most part. But it's an amazing game. It's only narrowly beaten out by number 1, which I'll talk about later. But amazing game. I love how it offers options for homebrew if you're into that kind of thing. I really am. There's the class system is amazing. Like, the flaws, there are only 2 flaws, I'd say. One of which is rolling is the easiest way to get stats for your party, other than standard array. But I don't like standard array. It's not very good. But it doesn't, if you roll poorly, then your character kind of sucks. But if you roll high, then your character's overpowered. Now, people will be okay with that, but it for new people who are new, it's a bit off-putting, and it's it also doesn't really offer many options for people who are new, and hold on, give me a quick second. There was something else. I had written it down, but the thing I had written down on it is upstairs in my room, and I don't have to. I could theoretically cut the video and bring it back, but I don't really want to do that. I'm too sick to want to. For those who are concerned or confused, no, it wasn't last weekend. A couple weekends ago, the weekend before I think it was the weekend before I actually uploaded the videos when I recorded them. I had learned how to edit because I was going to do reviewing a Ren Fair, but the weather wasn't that great and it was very crowded, and I didn't have to carry my phone. The way I was using it, you couldn't edit it holding it like this. You gotta edit it holding horizontally, which is better for video, but not as good for Any shoot. It's for like so the class system is functional, but I don't get me wrong. I love the class system, but there are some classes that are just clearly better than other classes, and like a barbarian, like they're really good in melee. But if the person you're trying to do melee with just keeps getting out of your range and is going around faster than you can catch them, then you're kind of screwed. Like its combat system, and other systems have like whole like gap, like there's like a power vacuum that's almost there. I can't figure out how to describe it. Like it, I love its system. It's just like the combat system could be better, and the dice rolling system could also be better because you have to set a DC and like. Anyways, so there is only it's really good, and it's only narrowly beaten out by this one. Star Wars RPG, because I love its like the only thing wrong with its system itself is that the race you choose determines the amount of health you have. Well, that because that makes sense lore wise. It does not make sense mechanically. Like if you don't like spend any points in like buying stuff like I'm forgetting the word for like the big guy. I think it might be soldier. I can't remember. Like the big bodyguard, like the Chewbacca character, like the Gamorrean character. Like if you like make like a hut, one of those, and then like a hut mechanic with less HP, like who should have less HP, since they're not very war themed. Like they're still gonna have the same hit points unless you bump up your hit points in one of them. I don't like that. And if you're doing it just as the Star Wars system, its homebrew isn't very good, although you can work around that in ways that not a lot of things that don't have homebrew allow you to do, although it's a bit finicky. But its only real like negative is that your race determines your health more than the actual class does. But like honestly, when it came to Star Wars and the Dungeons and Dragons game, like the stats and the proficiency type systems is like just barely to like the fact that you don't have to like the DM doesn't have to decide for a whole session, or if they like to prepare for a whole campaign, what should be able to make it, and instead I'll see if I can bring the dice down at some point in time, but I'm not going to do it right now because I said I don't want to edit. Like in the Star Wars role-playing game, it's like dice-wise there's 5 technically options, but the 5 there are technically more, but like the main like it's either you fail or you succeed, or you have advantage and you don't have advantage, and like there are 4 I have time to explain it more in depth actually. So you have succeed and fail. Here I'll do like a little dial thing down here. So you have like succeed, and no, that's trying to figure out what shape would be best for this. So you have actually that might not be here. This would be better actually if I do it like here, you know what, I'll do one at a time, actually. I've never actually really had to explain this before. My pencil broke, dang it. So you have or you know what, I'll just do it like, yeah, you know what, I'll do it like, the little thumbs up. You have, that doesn't look a lot like a thumb, but I'm not gonna focus that much on, like, on a little drawing. And then you have failure. That doesn't look good. And then you have the two canceling each other out. And then you have advantage and the disadvantage, which would be, here, let me finish that real quick. And then you have them canceling each other out. And then you have, actually this shape might not have been best. Oh, you know what, actually here's a better option. Like, you have this. You have these are like the 4 different things that a thing can land on. Success and advantage for the positive dice, which are, the green dice, the blue dice, and the yellow dice. And then the failure and then disadvantage for the negative dice, which are the purple, black, and red. Then there's also a force dice, which I'll get into that later. You can have, so with these, you can have success with advantage, failure with disadvantage, disadvantage with success, so success with advantage would be you succeed at the thing and something good happens to you or bad happens to the opponent. Failure with disadvantage would be you fail and something good or bad happens, or something good happens to the opponent or bad happens to you. Failure with advantage would be like you fail to hit the thing, but you hit something else, which will make it easier for someone else to hit the thing or something. And then advantage with, success with disadvantage, would be you succeed to do you succeed, but like something gets knocked out of your hand in combat or something like that. And then you just have everything canceling each other out, which is just its whole separate thing. Or like you get one of each, because like every failure you get gets rid of a success, and vice versa. Every disadvantage you have gets rid of a failure, and vice versa. So you could have just advantage, and although that would be like, although I'm pretty sure it's been a while since I've played, so I'm not gonna get. I think that's about as in depth I'm gonna get. But if I'm wrong, then I could be wrong. But like if I'm correct, then it's like you have to get a success in order to succeed. But if you don't get anything, then it's like you don't fail, but you also don't succeed. If that makes sense, it's like neutral. So then you have neutral. And then you just have nothing over here. I hope that makes sense. Oh, I'll make a whole nother video explaining it. But that's just like bare bones minimum for... I'm going to do like an actual review on Root the RPG tomorrow, because that's when I get the book. The core book thing. So I hope you liked the video. that's gonna be it for me today. But, well, actually, you know what? I might record them both together, or I might also record that, or this video, the Root RPG video, and then and then explaining the Star Wars role playing game system, or just dice system thing. Maybe I'll have that be. I'll figure out when I'm gonna record it. But I'm in hindsight, I'm definitely gonna record this with the Root, or upload this with the Root video. But I will see you on the next one. That's gonna be it for me today. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.